As we all should know by now, the Earth is dying and we don't have long left to save it. Some things, such as removing the carbon dioxide with trees, is already too late to actually be effective now anyway. So we really need to start thinking about how we can actually help save the environment on the further levels, and that's why today I'm going to be giving you 6 tips on how to help save the environment whilst you're owning pets. I did actually do a part 1 of this video, which is on my channel, not far away. That one was also 6 tips and they were mostly to do with small animals. This one is actually focused at cats and dogs because they are obviously a wider pet, like more people have them. I'm just going to get on with it. Also, I did get these sources off Instagram, so yeah. So the first one, and one that I personally like the most, is Adopt Don't Shop. So Adopt Don't Shop is where instead of going to a pet store or looking on online at websites to buy a dog or a cat or even like small animals, it's better to go to a rescue centre if you can, and if not, then look on pet websites at like advertisements. The main reason for this is just to free up the shelters, and it also, as well as this, it also reduces the demand for breeding. And if you've ever thought that the earth was overpopulated with humans, then just think about how many dogs there are over in other countries such as Greece. They are packed with dogs and cats, and you can actually get those animals imported over from Greece, especially if you would want an animal from Greece that's been living on the streets. I'll link some pictures somewhere. The second one, which I feel like people just don't know about this enough, beef is really dangerous to the environment because of all the carbon dioxide the cows produce. As well as this, it takes up a lot of space and it also takes up a lot of water and a lot of grain to feed the cows at such a high demand. So instead of buying pet food with beef in it, opt for other protein sources. The third thing is to not flush your cat's poop down the toilet. The reason for this is because there's actually a harmful parasite called toxoplasmosis, and this can actually affect the marine life in a not very good way, so don't flush the cat feces. The fourth thing is actually don't use cat litter with Benson's clay? Bensonized clay. I think that's how to say it. It's obtained using a highly destructive technique that is very inefficient, and if you'd like to research into this further, it is called strip mining. Go strip mining. Number 5 is, obviously this is like a really obvious one, but it is to pick up your dog's poop. Now, I was kind of like on edge about this one because personally, like, I always thought that it was best not to pick it up unless it's like on a path, because then you're wasting a plastic bag which is going to be in a landfill forever. And whereas if you left the poop, then the slugs and stuff will eat it. Fun. But obviously if it's on a path, then pick it up. But if it's in like the middle of your garden or somewhere you don't really care, or the fields or whatever, then I don't think you need to pick it up personally. But if it's near a stream, now this is where I didn't know about this till now, but if it's near a stream or it's a high possibility that it's going to end up in a water source, then please pick it up and put the poop in a trash can. Don't just leave it hanging in a tree because that just defeats the whole purpose of picking up the poo anyway. Also, try to use biodegradable poo bags. It's really bad if the harmful pathogens in the poop get into the water, and if you just like, oh whatever, just think that we're going to be drinking that water, so that's fun. Number 6 is to use liquid flea treatments, not the collars. For this reason, the collars don't biodegrade, so they're just going to be in landfill forever. And the flea collars also contain, the flea treatment also contains something called carcinogens. I can't read it, my things ripped. Reduce your waste, kids. Don't use the collars, use the little pumps, whatever they're called, I don't know. So I hope you guys found this video interesting. I'm sorry if it's a bit long, but personally the environment is something that I really like. We want to help save it because 40% of the coral reefs are already dead and we're beyond help at this point. The population is increasing, the animal population is increasing, which is why you shouldn't breed personally. And Also, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with breeding. If you can rescue, that is so much better for the environment, I think. And you're helping a life and you're making your life better as well. So just adopt, don't shop. Also, yeah, I hope this facts were useful. I hadn't actually heard of any of these before now, so they might be a little bit too complicated to understand, but that's why I tried to give as much detail as I could so that you could go and research it further if that's what you would like. If you'd like me to do like a human version of this or something, or another pet version, then let me know. This isn't actually the original part 2 that I had in mind. In my part 1 I said I was going to have a part 2. These are actually different facts. I still actually have 6 more pet tips somewhere in my brain. So if you want to see those in a part 3, then let me know. So yeah. Also, please share this video on Instagram, share it with your friends and other pet communities, you know. Go tag your friends down below. I don't think that's a thing on YouTube, but if it is, then go ahead and do it. And yeah, I hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye!